I want to give a shout out to my friends, to Willie from Willie Outdoors and his beautiful bride Gretchen, to Brandy from Time Out to the Trail, and Scott, Ansel, Brian, and Sam. You guys are all right now getting ready to hike the Foothills Trail. I was supposed to be with you, and unfortunately it didn't work out. But I'm so excited for you, and I'm so pumped to hear about this trip, and I can't wait to see you all and get back on the trail with you. And also, a special shout out to Kelly, the hiking hobbit. You're killing it on the AT, girl. Great job. We're proud of you. All of you have a great trip. Be safe, have fun, and keep me posted. Awesome job, guys. Hi everyone, it's Alan with Hiking the Second Half of Life, and I am finally, after many months, back out in the woods. A lot of issues, a lot of stories, but the main part is I just didn't make time for it. So it's June 5th, beautiful sunny day here in Southern Ohio, and I'm down back at Archer's Fork. I haven't been here in 3 years, so Bowie and I just decided we're going to pack up, come down here and do an overnight. So it's 12 to 14 mile loop depending on who you listen to. I got my Garmin, so I'll track the GPS and get an exact figure today and tomorrow. I'm hoping to do 4 to 6 miles today, find a place to camp about halfway, set up, camp, and then tomorrow finish it up. It's gonna be warm. It's already pushing 80 here. It's about 11 o'clock in the morning. So we're gonna be warm, but it's shade, a lot of shade in this trail. I'll get some sun, but for the first part it'll be a lot of green tunnel type of stuff. So I'm gonna get Bowie and myself packed up, ready to go. I can show you the parking lot here. It's already pretty crowded, so it'll be interesting to see how many people I see along the trail. As you can see, cars are already lined up. My truck's over there. I got the backpack. Bowie's in the truck still, so I got to get him out. We're next to the cemetery, which is always kind of cool. And like I said, and this trail is a lot of elevation change. I'm going to actually do it clockwise, which normally a lot of people like to go counterclockwise, but I'm going to do clockwise since I did counterclockwise last time. So we'll see how it goes. Okay, so the last time I was here, when I got to the junction, I made a right and went to the natural bridge and the cave that's over there. Today I'm going to go to the left and go clockwise. Just take it from a different view. Plus, I remember last time it was a hell of a climb out of there, so maybe it'll be less of a climb in that direction, but probably wishful thinking. The one cool thing about this trail is it actually connects with the Buckeye Trail for part of it. Blue blazes for the Buckeye Trail, and then yellow blazes. You can see the blue and yellow over there for Archer's Fork Trail. There's also a couple different trails that spurn off of it. So we're gonna go, like I said, probably about halfway, find a campsite, and then settle down for the evening. It's warm, but we're in the shade, so we're gonna go slow and just enjoy the day. It's beautiful out. Just got into the trail and found this little guy standing right in the middle of it. We're gonna let him enjoy the sun. Hopefully he won't let Bowie freak him out too much, but we're just gonna walk past him. Staple of Southern Ohio, beautiful rock outcroppings. Thank you to the Ice Age. Just some of the beauty we have here. My boy's panting, but he's doing all right. He found a creek, so he got a little refreshment. He's doing good. We're going slowly but surely. It's a warm day. Thank God it's shady. Okay, it's part of the trail where the North Country Trail and the Buckeye Trail go that way. Buckeye Trail north or south. We are going to continue this way, just on the Archer's Fork. So we will be back up on the Buckeye Trail later, but this is where it kind of loops around down here. So we're going to keep moving. Bowie's ready, right, Bowie? Let's go. Probably another hour or two. We start looking for a campsite. Love hiking on some pine straw. We don't have enough pine forests that are backpacking trails in Ohio, in my opinion. You go up to Michigan and they're all over the place. Here, you're lucky if you get little spots of them. Now we got a little road walk. We're actually, I think, on the North Country Trail too. It's always confusing down here. One cool thing about Archer's Fork is it actually has breakoffs to a bunch of different trails. In fact, you can get down to the Ohio River from up here. I'd like to try that once, but I'd rather have people with me. Willie and Gretchen, Scott, and Brandy, you up for that? Doing the Scenic River Trail down from here? We'll have to see. But anyway, I'm going to walk on this road for a little bit and then we'll dip back into the woods. Well, we're to where the Ohio View runoff is on Jackson Run Trail, which I don't know where that goes to or what that is. We're about 4 miles in. We're heading back on Archer's Fork Loop. I'm going to start looking for a campsite here in the next mile or two, probably. Well, we're taking a break at a campsite. We're about 4 miles in. We're probably not stopping yet, but it is hot and sweaty, so we're taking a break, and then we'll probably trudge on a little while longer, try to find another campsite. I'm looking at would rather stare at Bowie than stare at the ground. Sorry about that, but it's not a bad little campsite, actually, if we wanted to set up here, but that'll make a longer day tomorrow, so we'll see. Well, we've got camp all set up. The new land shan, too, to replace the old one that I had an accident with and got damaged. So first time out in the wild, had it set up in a park just to set it up, but pretty much the same tent. Some upgrades, the zippers are nicer, so that's kind of nice. But basically it's the same one, just different color, brown instead of that cream color, whatever I had. Got the chair, much needed, Bowie's pack, my pack, and Bowie. We're by a creek, we're also by like a four-wheeling road, so a little traffic, but nothing major. Right off the trail. Probably have a longer hike tomorrow, but that's okay. We'll get a bit earlier start too. So right now we might just take a little siesta. Well, it hasn't been perfect, shall I say, considering I threw everything together and didn't do a lot of planning and just kind of left the house and got away. Bowie's happy. All my stuff's over there. I still gotta make dinner. Got a fire started. Didn't know if I would or not. I couldn't find my lighter, but I did have some emergency matches that came in handy. So I was able to get something going. I don't know how big the fire is going to be or how long it's going to be, but I got a fire, so we're good there. Been chaotic, and that kind of sums up the way my spring has been. So, but at least I'm out here. It's a beautiful night, facing west, so I'll get a sunset through the trees later, and then get a good night's sleep, and hopefully have a nice dinner and one more day out of here tomorrow. Tonight's dinner is going to be creamy beef and noodles with mushrooms from Alpine Air. Basically sounds like beef stroganoff to me, but that's not what they call it. They must not have the ability to have that recipe. But anyway, I've had Alpine Air before, I think in Michigan when we did Pictured Rock, so I'm going to try it again. It's got 700 calories, 34 grams protein, so help me get my belly full tonight before I go to bed. We'll see how it does. I have to brag about my boy Bowie here. This is literally what he does at camp. He does not move, he does not explore. He'll walk around, maybe go get a drink or go to the bathroom, but he chills out. I mean, we've had people walk by. The trail is maybe, I don't know, 15 yards that way with dogs. That's what he does. He doesn't bother him, he just chill. He is the best hiking and camping dog you can imagine. So happy to have him with me. Well, first night out in the woods in a while had its ups and downs. First of all, it's hot. Probably will not have breakfast in the morning. My game plan's changed because I was pretty worn out by the end of the day. We got here about 11. Well, we didn't start hiking until like 11:30 and hiked till, I don't know, 3:34. And I was pretty worn out just from the heat and humidity. So I think the plan is to get up as early as possible, break down camp and start hiking and get out before the heat of the day. It's going to be a little warmer tomorrow. Getting to the point where I'm not liking this summer camping. Give me my winter and late fall, early spring backpacking where you got layers and you're not dying of sweat. And maybe I'm just getting old and grumpy. But it's a beautiful night tonight and we've had a great low-key evening. The meal, I'll give it a solid B. Had good flavor and there was a lot of it, so that was good. The meat was a little chewy, but not, I think they were trying to make it seem like maybe sirloin or something like that, but didn't really work, but it wasn't terrible. So now we're just kind of relaxing on the sunset before we have a nightcap, but it's nice to be back out here. It's kind of much needed for me to kind of get away and clear my head on some things, so that's been great. Bowie's his normal awesome self, so we're going to wind down, let the sun set, probably be in the tent before 9. Got some podcasts to listen to and going to relax. And then I said I'll probably be up with the sun and start hiking so I can probably be home. And, you know, it's going to be hot tomorrow. I think I want to go to the pool at my apartment and maybe get a 6-pack of beer and chill out. That might be a good way to end the weekend. So anyway, it's great to be back out. And again, I'm thinking of all my friends that are on the Foothills Trail this weekend. And tonight's nightcap, of course, good old white turkey compliments our friends in Lawrenceburg, Kentucky. So just gonna have a little mini, give me a little Kentucky hug before I go to bed, and a nice way to end a good day back in the woods. Good morning. It's about 7:45. Boy, these glasses look bad. About 7:45. Slept a little longer than I thought, but we slept pretty well. You know, tossed and turned. But I never sleep straight through the night when I'm out here, but I do get enough sleep because I go to bed pretty early. So no, it was a good night's sleep, comfortable. Bowie was good. We all in all pretty good. It was warm most of the night, and in the middle of the night I got a little chill, so I had to throw the quilt all the way over me. But other than that, it was great. So we're gonna get out of here early. Like I said, I don't think I'm gonna make coffee or breakfast. I just want to beat the heat. So we're gonna get the tent and everything packed up and then hit the road. Bowie, of course. Bowie, get out of there. Bowie, get out of there. I don't know what he's doing there. And the tent, like I said, held up great as usual. Lanshan never fails. Of course, we had no wind, we had no rain, so but I'm not worried. I've been through a lot of weather with the Lanshans, and they do great. So another solid night in the Lanshan too. Breakfast is just gonna be a boring oatmeal raisin walnut Cliff Bar. So hopefully that'll be enough to get me to midday when I have another good power bar. Well, it's 8:38, probably an hour later than I really wanted to get out of here, but I just couldn't get up in the morning. So sometimes you just gotta sleep in. Plus, we have no agenda today. Just gotta get back to the truck. So it's gonna be steamy. We're gonna try get most of it done before it gets really hot, and then back to the truck, and 2.5 hour plus drive back to Dublin, and then first overnight of the summer will be in the books. I just passed the first camp I stayed at last time I was here, so it makes me feel good that I basically did the same distance twice, because it was literally less than a quarter mile between where I stayed and where that site was. So I know what's ahead of me, including probably the biggest climb of the day, which I remember climbing down it last time thinking I may want to rather go up than down, but I might regret thinking that now. So, but I'm getting it with fresh legs, so that's good. So got this big climb, and then I kind of know what distance I have left, probably around 6 miles left. So we'll keep going. And for nostalgia, that first campsite was where I actually met Brandy and Scott for the first time by chance, and now we're friends. It's just one of those small worlds about hiking people. So again, Brandy and Scott, I hope you're having a blast down in the Carolinas. Yeah, so this is where you would cut off to go down to the Ohio River, down to the Scenic River and Greenwood Trail. Like if I had another night that I wanted to spend, I might think about it. But I'd rather do it with my friends. So again, Willie and Gretchen, Scott and Brandy, maybe we do this in the fall when it's a little cooler out, and we do the 2 nights here. But anyway, just talked to a group of people, and they said that they camped and they came the direction we're heading, and they said it took them 8 miles yesterday. So I don't think it's that far, but maybe I'm wrong. But if it is, I got a long day ahead of me, so just gonna go one step in front of the other. And by the way, that climb was easier up than down in my opinion, though I have fresh legs today. So, and we're back connected with the Buckeye Trail, as you can tell by the blue blaze. So we're gonna be on both the Buckeye Trail and Archer's Fork for the rest of the hike. And man and woods come together. This old gas pump mine, whatever you want to call it, sitting out here. It looks like it's still fairly in use because the parts on it are pretty new. It's probably been here for a long time. So Bowie's checking it out. Got a cave here. Bowie's on top of it. I didn't see it from the other direction because I was obviously when you're hiking around it, you wouldn't see it unless you turn around back. But very cool. We're just plugging away. Bowie's been Mr. Pace Setter here, which normally he's usually right at my feet, but today he decided he wanted to be the pace setter. I think he wants to get back to the truck, so we'll keep going. Made it to the only true water crossing. It's a lot lower than I thought it would be. It was higher when I was here 3 years ago in July, and we got a ton of rain on Thursday, but they must not have gotten it down here because we got like flash flood warnings and everything. So we're gonna cross either here. I might go up there and be a baby. I just get my feet wet and suck it up. It's warm out. Also, where are the cicadas at? There are no cicadas down here, or not like there are in Dublin and Columbus. I mean, they're all over the place, but I haven't hardly heard nor seen any cicadas. So very weird. I thought the 17-year-olds would be down here too, but either they came through already, or I don't know where they're at. But no cicadas. For the record, for those of you that use the REI Hiking Project app for this loop, they consider this the beginning and end of the trail, which I don't know why they do. The Shea Ridge Trail. Wherever I know parks at the trailhead by the cemetery. So if you're doing this loop and you see start to finish, this is the area where it is. It's kind of just right after you cross the water if you're going counterclockwise or clockwise, and counterclockwise right before you cross the water. But this is not the trailhead according to everyone else I know, but just FYI. The one downside of here, hiking through this section, you actually can smell the natural gas, which kind of sucks since you're in the woods, but this is what we were doing. So these sites weren't here last time I was here. They're pretty cool. Just there's no Bowie step here. The other side of the creek here. Very cool. Another one up here. This big boy just sitting on the trail. Come on, go. Just a big black one. I don't feel like I can deal with him. We'll see if he moves in a minute or not, Bowie and I'll go around him. Just when I thought we had a longer way to go than I did, we're already to the natural bridge. So Bowie and I are going to sneak down there and take a peek at it. There it is. Natural bridge. Very similar to the arches you see down in Red River Gorge. I'm not going any further because I'm tired and we're almost done. Hallelujah. Made it through the loop. I don't know which way it's easier. I'll talk about it when I finish up the trail hike. But we just got to walk down this road to the cemetery and to the truck. So about half a mile to go, maybe a quarter mile. We'll figure it out. Look who decided to take a mud bath right when we're done. Oh boy, we're going to have to clean the truck and the dog. Come on. Alright, I have a question for people that have done this hike. What is the actual mileage? The guy I saw this morning, who I was almost a mile into my hike, and he was going counterclockwise, so he hadn't even gone a mile as far as I had, said he had done 8 yesterday. Well, my GPS, my Garmin Mini, said I did 4.7 today and 5.7 yesterday, which would put it at 10.4. The REI hiking project has it at 12.6, but it doesn't count the cemetery trail. So I've heard people say 14, I've heard people say 8, I've heard people say 10. Give me your thoughts down below on what you know the actual miles to this trail is. So I'm going to go with my Garmin and say it was 10.4, which is fine. It was a great hike. It was hot as anything. Bowie, of course, decided to get all muddy, so he's got a bath in his future, which he's not a fan of baths. So anyway, it was great to get out. I can't wait till it's so hot out, though. Boy, this is a great trail. I would say it's the 3rd hardest in Ohio behind Shawnee and Zaleski. But I keep doing it when it's bloody hot out. And I'm not a hot weather fan. I am when I'm laying by the pool or the beach, but not when I'm backpacking and hiking. So I got to come here in the late fall, early spring and really enjoy it. But I enjoyed it, don't get me wrong. And there seems to be a lot more camping sites here than ever. So it's great to get away. Finally got out. First of many for the rest of the summer, though I think summer might be glamping and car camping time and really gear things up in the fall. But we'll see. I gotta wait for my friends to get back. And Kevin, you know that you need to get out and I need to get out with you. So dude, let's book something. Alright, thanks for watching. If you like my videos, please subscribe, give it a thumbs up and like. Hit the notification bell, even though I don't put enough videos out that it'd be worth hitting the bell, but you never know. It'd be nice for you. Anyway, thanks again for watching and have a great day.